welcome back to Dadskillz. Today you find me in the garden where the boys have been in, and I'll flip you around in a moment and show you what they've done. Done a beautiful job on the garden, but I've got a few last little bits for me to do. So let's flip you around and show you what he's doing.
Dadskillz, 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 Dadskillz.
So this is what they've done. They've put a lovely new gate on. We've got this lovely Indian sandstone all the way through, which is cool. We've got a sleeper retaining wall there. And then we've got Astro for the dog. Paving carries on through there. Nice new fencing. But as you can see, the ivy and that overgrown there. There's a few bits for me to do. So first thing I want to do is cut that back. I should have done it before, but I didn't have a hedge cutter then. So I'll show you that in a moment. We're going to scrape all this off. Scrape all this off. We're going to see if we can make good some of this pointing. Paint it grey. Do something with this. Paint it grey. All this is going to be the same colour as the fence. This wall's going to be grey. Stand back so you can see that. And here, I need to do something to cover that old fence up. So the bottom there is going to be white. There's going to be a light LED strip all the way along the bottom. So that should look nice on the white. Maybe a socket over there. Maybe some lights shining up the wall there and there. So it should be pretty cool. I've also got offcuts of artificial grass. So if anyone knows a good use for that, that would be cool to know. Right, let me show you the new hedge cutter. Here she is, the new baby. It could literally only be one make, couldn't it? Dewalt. There we go. Let's cut that. I've managed to get most of my side off. So after that severe haircut, next thing, we'll scrape all this old crap off. It's looking better already. Take out any nails that are poking through, and then we can have a look at repointing. Right, cool, it's looking good. So I'll brush the wall off. All the ivy's now gone, that bloody stuff, I'm sure that'll be after an Armageddon. All the nails are gone. All I'm going to do now is just use the multi-tool and get rid of that. And then we're done. Right, okay. Nice. Now that's all nice and clean. I've had a root round in the garage, and this is what we've got for touching up the pointing. That's all I've got. That's all I'm prepared to use on something that's not really mine, but is stuck in my garden. This came the other day. It looks all right. From a distance with the light behind it, it might be okay. So I need to move that. We're going to wash all this down, ready for our mortar and whatever. And also I need to fix that gutter in as well. Coolio. Right, let's start filling all these gaps in, shall we? Right, that's more or less the limit of my ambition for this side. Being as I don't own it. Just trying to make it look a bit better. As you can obviously see where I've been, but that's no problem because we're going to paint it. That was pretty bad. We've got some big old cracks this side that we might save the resin for that we've got. Right, let's get round to this side. We'll wash this off first, I think. So, we've used both of the mortar, so now we're on to this stuff. This stuff's pretty cool if you've not seen it before. This is resin. It mixes as you squeeze it, so you put your special mixing nozzle on, your special gun. Go in there. Right, as you can see, it's got two areas of pressure for these two tubes. You have to squeeze it a bit because the first bits that come out won't be mixed. So you see there it's white. You see there it's changing to grey. Right, now it's ready to use.
A few moments later.
So that is definitely not pretty. I forgot how quick that resin went off, and don't use your fingers to do some things with either, because it'll stick to you like anything. Right, I'll give it a couple of days and we'll give it a paint. Scrape this off. And I'm going to give that a hoover so there's no dust about. All this bloody green stuff off this artificial grass. Then we'll start painting this all white. This one now is going to be white. And I'm going to put a light in there. Maybe to shine through the back of that. Right, let's hoover all this up. I've got this really wide masking tape. So I'm going to mask the edges. And hope that that does what we need to. I've got some another sheet to go over it. Let's hope that does the trick. Right, as the Dark Lord would say,
begin.
Next day, second coat. God, it's absolutely freezing today, but I am still in regulation Dadskillz shorts for the time being. Right. This stuff is excellent, it's super thick. I'm hoping this is going to be the final coat here. And it'll go on much easier this time too. Much easier. I actually went over that twice in the end. So that's perfect. Right, on to the next one.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So it's going on okay. It's going to take a bit of time, I think. But the technique seems to be, get a load on your brush, do all the cracks and crevices first, and then these will just come as a matter of course. And then, because you put so much on, it'll start to drip. So you need to then move on to another bit, and come back to this bit after about 5 minutes, and just smooth it about and get rid of it to avoid any drips forming. So that's what I've done up there. It seems to be going well. We're getting there. Most of the painting's done. The fence panels have arrived. I'm going to turn them on their sides. I still don't know how I'm going to put them up there yet. I still can't decide. Maybe this post inset in there, or a rail down the bottom and a rail at the top. Not sure yet. Got to wait for it to stop raining and being so bloody cold. And then we'll creosote that. So we've got a socket around the corner there now. And all our cladding is up, which is cool. Now underneath we're going to fit some Govee RGB strip up there, and maybe up there as well. I think I've got enough. Probably in the summertime, I think I'll paint it grey to match that. But it's fresh off the pile, I think, at the timber merchant, so it's all a bit wet and heavy and freshly treated. So we'll let it weather a bit, and we'll paint that grey next summer, so that'll look nice. This is what we're rocking. Waterproof Govee RGB strip, and we're going for, on this one, it's got a plug-in inside, so none of this is exposed to any water. And we're going with that on this one. I'll put some Velcro on the back, and it will just stick on there and stay on there till we need it. I've got loads of these on Wi-Fi already, so I don't need any more. So we'll use this for this. So up here, there's a little hole where I'm going to poke it out of and run it along. So I'll do that now. Yes, there it is. I think I'm just going to staple it. And I'll get a staple that's wide enough to cover that. Staple it on where these bits of frame are. That should be fine. We'll give it a go.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked.
Okay then people, the lesson seems to be, don't staple them even if you think your staple is bigger than the width of your strip, because all I can get is green. So I've knackered those. Plan B, we're going to have to put these little tracks underneath and have the light in there. Okay, let's do that. Amazing. After that expensive mistake, this stuff's gone on quite nicely, but yet again, you put these things on and they sort of, they clip over like that. They were crap, so I went straight through there, self-tapped it straight through there, all in. We've got this nice strip all the way under there. We've even snuck up the side there. God, I hope it works this time. So there we go. All done, all dusted. Really happy with how it turned out. Ready for next summer? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again really soon.